It takes just 2 milligrams of fentanyl, around 5 to 7 grains of salt, or this amount of sand, to cause an overdose or death in most people, according to the DEA. I'm Juliette Lamar, your community reporter in Santa Barbara, speaking with a mother who's striving to save lives, one Uber ride at a time.
You're trying to save your son. I was watching him die in front of me. Knowing addiction and recovery and knowing that he had to reach his bottom, I had to let him reach his bottom. And that was the scariest part.
Ann Drummond says her 18-year-old son was addicted to Xanax and Percocet, drugs that are commonly laced with fentanyl.
5 times the paramedics came to our house. 5 times Narcan was used. 5 times he was able to come back. And twice I had to give him Narcan, and once I had to give him CPR.
Drummond told me it took months for her son to recover from addiction. Now she's using Uber as a platform to educate riders about addiction and overdose prevention.
Addiction hits so many people, and it's sad. It just doesn't have to happen.
A critical step in preventing overdose death is Narcan.
I encourage, families, mothers, fathers, just have it at the house. You just never know. Maybe it's not your child, maybe it's their friend that overdoses at your house. Having that first line of defense against it is important.
As for addiction,
is that addiction and alcoholism is nothing to be ashamed of. It's a disease. You can't brush it under the rug and hope it's going to get better. You have to face it head on and deal with it.
After more than 9,000 trips, Drummond has shared her story with riders of all kinds.
Do you ever have people come in your car who you recognize as an addict that you reach out to?
Yeah, many times that I'm picking people up in various locations where I know that there's a high chance that they might be struggling, and so I'll share my story with them, and I'll share my son's story with them. I don't think I've ever shared the story where it wasn't appreciated.
In Santa Barbara County, the number of deaths caused by fentanyl has spiked from 12 in 2017 to 112 in 2023, according to data from the Santa Barbara County coroner. To save a life, whether it's your own or someone else's, Drummond says,
get a test kit, use test kits, just use it consistently, and carry Narcan.
In Santa Barbara, Juliette Lamar, KSBY News.